Hey guys, my name's Cameron and welcome back to a brand new video on Curious About Coasters. Now today, coming out with a brand new video. It's not a vlog, but it is a Chessington One Adventures Resort future opinions video, and this is going to be a 10-year plan. So I'm going to go through what I think the park should do in the next 10 years, and this is like a mix of like me thinking outside the box with like imagination, but then also things I think that are logistically possible for the park to do as well. And also, if you want to see another vlog, there will be 2 new vlogs coming this month, May 2019, and there is a big vlog that we are filming, and hopefully it should be out in June. But anyway, let's get into this video. So we're going to go straight in with the additions to the park in the last 5 years, starting with 2014. So 2014 brought us the re-theme of the runaway train to the Scorpion Express. Personally, I never went on the runaway train. However, the rock work on that looks phenomenal from when it first got put in the park till when it got scrapped. I mean, going on that ride through the canyons, I guess you could call them, would have been pretty impressive. However, Scorpion Express, the 2 large theming structures in the ride, so the Scorpion, which has the water effect, and the water tower with the fire effect. Those are really impressive. I think they're big standout features. The flamethrower, I think, in my opinion, is more impressive because you can feel it, whereas sometimes the water doesn't actually reach you. But I think it's a standout attraction, and that is why, in my opinion, it's my second favorite coaster at the park. You could say, why is that? I mean, it literally is just a powered figure of 8 coaster. However, I just think the theming I talked about with the queue line, I know it's a bit cowpen, but you've got the inside bit, and then you get to like embrace and be like, in part of the track as well when it like whizzes past you on that bridge before you get to the station. So yeah, I think that was a pretty strong addition. I mean, it's a re-theme, but it's not a strong addition. Amzu Treetop Adventure, I mean, it's just a walkthrough. It's literally just a playground in one sense. However, it's still a good addition. I'll go on it now. I'm 20, but I don't care. It's fun to run around. It's cool to get different views of the animals in that area of the park. 2015, Year of the Penguin. So this gave us the new penguin enclosure that we know today, with the shows and just the different views, so you can see it from the viewing area. However, of course, they've got the big glass side viewing bit with the theming of the airplane in there. That's pretty cool. Year of the Penguin also gave us a re-theme of Jungle Bouncers to Penguins of Madagascar Operation Treetop Hoppers. Nothing new there, just a re-theme of the name. And it also gave us the Madagascar show, Penguins of Madagascar show in the arena. I didn't see that either, but you know, that whole theming of round animals, just like 2014 with the Amazon Treetop Adventure, it obviously shows Merlin's intentions with the park to theme it around this adventure of animals and stuff. With Zufari and Land of the Tigers as well, you know, we're going around that theme of animals and stuff. And in my ideas, there's a bit of that that I've tried to include in it. 2015 also gave us the removal of Safari Skyway. Probably, once again, my second favourite like original attraction in the park. The views it gave, the tour, and the music of Chessington it played whilst you went around it. It's all just, I'd say it's nostalgia that makes me miss it and put it so high in my rankings of favourite attractions from the original lineup at Chessington. However, it's just charming. It's a charming attraction. It fitted with the target market, and yeah, I just enjoyed it. 2016. I mean, look at that. Pandemonium, Go Ape, remove of the bubble works. Show me something positive there. You're going to get more positive stuff at a nightclub. Pandemonium, it's just naff. I mean, it's robotic pandas. I mean, it's just a bit boring and dull. Like, appreciate the effort, like one of a kind, but now it's only a peak thing in the summer, and the rest of the time it's just left empty. Go Ape, upcharge, that can get in the bin. Removal of the bubble works. Now, Gruffalo, hands down, it's better than the last 5 years of bubble works. However, It's just like, it's iconic. Okay? It still is that iconic bit. But moving on, Gruffalo's there now. We can't do anything about it, and it is a great ride and a great attraction to Chessington Wonderwood Adventures. So 2017, like I just said, Gruffalo. However, the carousel closed as well, but that was replaced in Adventure Point with Chessington Adventure Tree. And then it's just Chessington once again doing what they've done for the past few years with their great like theming and sticking with their animal roots. Adventure Tree, like you've seen it. It's got like, let's see if I can remember the animals now. The lion, giraffe, gorilla. It's got the animals that Chessington have in their Trail of Kings and the zoo in it. And I mean, that's some water theming as well, if I'm right. But I think that's a good addition to the park as well. The carousel was in more of an enclosed area. It's just kind of hidden, in my opinion. But this is right in the middle of Adventure Point. One of the busiest areas. I mean, if I want to go look at a timetable to check the times of the rides and stuff, I will go to Adventure Point because I know it's the best place to go. And of course, the main shop is there as well. 2018, opening of Land of the Tiger. And I don't know. I don't even know what to say about this. I mean, my interest in parks has spanned the last 4 years. That's when I really got into it. I mean, I went to Legoland all the time, well, quite a bit as a kid. And then Chessington, I went once in like 2009 for Beano Land, and then I didn't really go until like 2014. However, 2018, I mean, this was a very big year for Merlin with Wicker Man. But Chessington, I mean, they took Mystic East, which was in a crap state for the last 5 years with no theming on the drop or anything, and it was just a bit dull. I remember going there with my friends, and like, it just, don't get me wrong, the ride was still decent. It was just a bit boring, a bit bland. You had the upcharged attractions next to Peaking Heights, and a hot dog store that never seemed to be open, as well as the donuts, I think it was, and it was just a bit grim. And the vegetation and plants seem to grow over quite a bit. However, 2018, like I said, Land of the Tiger opens with Tiger Rock, and this is phenomenal. And I'm going to say it is world class. I don't care what you're going to say. It is that. I don't know. How would you say that? Just the Tiger Rock. Let's just call it Tiger Rock work. It's just impressive. You go. So of course you can either go in up the side past Toon Blast, or you can go in via past what's it called, Dragon's Fury. But either way, you still get a break. You just go in and you see the tiger head with the drop, and you're just like, wow, that is sick. And it just, that it's what I'd say is like the heartbeat of the park, the land, just that theming structure. And then of course you've got the world first bridges from enclosure for the tigers to walk over, and then the station they just did up brilliantly with the theming and the sound effects inside. Yeah, it's just that was just Chessington showing again after Gruffalo that they can retheme, and when they do retheme, they do it brilliantly, and they put out all the stops for it. However, the reason I've made this video is to show that Chessington could hopefully bring that out for a new attraction. I mean, if we look at this list, is there anything new? Apart from 2019, of course. But that's not even new either, is it? Dickhead. But there's nothing new. Amazon Treetop Adventure, that is literally the only new thing that Chessington had put in the park in the last 5 years. And like I'm saying, don't get me wrong, the other things they've rethemed have been brilliant. Scorpion Express, Gruffalo, Tiger Rock. However, we need something new. We need something new. So let's go through this and let's see what I think the park should add. So 2019, I know it's 2019 now. However, it's never too early to think about Halloween. 2019. Right, what do I think the park should do? So I think, linking on to Room on the Broom, A Magical Journey, I think we should do a meet and greet with the characters from it. Now, I'm not going to say the characters because off the top of my head, I can't think of them. However, that'll just be, it's just a great family marketed thing again. I mean, if I was to target market age of that of 5, I'd say, to 7, 8, to meet a character from a book, it'd be great. But oh my god, it's you, and it's that cat and that frog. Do you know what I mean? If you've been on the ride, you know what I'm talking about. It'd just be great. I mean, when I went on it the first time, I went on a super off-peak day. So it's me, 20-year-old me, with a dead beard, in the queue with all these mums and the single kids. So that's obviously the target market for it. But I wanted to see what it's like, see what Chessington had done to it, and yeah, it was impressive. And a creepy crawly meet and greet. It wouldn't surprise me if the park did this and turned it into an upcharge attraction. However, I was sticking with Halloween, and we're gonna have like some snakes and some spiders. And I've done this kind of stuff before in the past, and it's great. You get some great family moments and photographs out of it. And then, I mean, I'm #1 vampire fan in the world. Yeah, come at me if you think you're better. But a return of a maze similar to Vampire 21 in Wildwoods, that'd be good. As long as with the other two mazes that Chessington already run during Halloween, I think this would be great to put into the park, especially as Vampire is reaching its 30th anniversary the year after. And talking about that, 2020. So let's just get through these big points first. Vampire at 30. Re-theme of Vampire Station, and I cannot stress this enough. It's dull. It's dead in there. Yeah, there's more atmosphere in the Etihad than there is in Vampire Station, yeah? Alright, hear me out on that. We need the chandeliers back. We need Cobswood back. We need the organist playing the theme song and moving again. And I know they changed the song so it doesn't actually match, but just put it on to get some atmosphere. And then let's put some more stuff in the queue line. And let's just try and bring back the glory days of the Vampire for its 30th anniversary. It deserves it. It's literally carried the park, okay? I know some people might disagree with that, but it has, okay? It has carried the park. And that's that, really. Range of Vampire merchandise for the 30th anniversary. So with that old school logo, I mean, it's just go online and just type in Vampire Original and watch videos of it, and just try and get that feeling back of this world first coaster coming to this park. And just like some Vampire merch based around that era for the throwback and for Merlin's wallet. And then tours of Vampire. I'm sure if you're a nerd, you've seen that video of the people touring around Vampire before Merlin brought the park. Just like that. Even if it's just 2 tours, it'd be sick. I know you can't climb up the lift hill for safety regulations, but just to walk around the path and just get a nerd tour of like how it works and look at the operation booth, I think that would be sick. And then a new attraction. I've been going about new attractions. Let's put a new attraction in next year. Let's put in some themed teacups in Land of the Dragons. Now, this would be similar to, as shown in the picture, the teacups at Legoland Windsor. It'll be based around dragons, of course. And I want it to be placed in that large picnic area opposite Dragon's Fury. I mean, there's enough space there for this with a queue line. And then you could have like the teacups being cauldrons, and then have like a massive dragon head going over them, like looking into the cauldrons while everyone spins around to like kind of replace the spider in this picture. And then I also would like them to increase the capacity of the lion enclosure in Trail of the Kings. I mean, if you go down there and you look at it and you don't think anything's wrong with it, then there's something wrong with you, mate. It's appalling the size that they give to these majestic beasts. And then last thing for 2020 is possible removal of Go Ape. I know I've put removal of Go Ape there, but it depends on what would happen in my next slide. So 2021, new coaster. So there's 2 routes I think the park could go down for this. Either a new land. So this would be built on the site of Go Ape. Go Ape, I've never done it at the park, but I know they push it to hell with all the screens around the park. They just push it like crazy, but I just get rid of it. It doesn't have any place in the Merlin park. You go to a theme park to go on theme park rides and stuff, okay? And I know people are like, yeah, that's why we don't want game effects. That's a different story, yeah? You don't go, that's not upcharge. I know there's upcharge things there, but that's not upcharge. Go Ape is upcharge, okay? So get rid of Go Ape and let's put a coaster down. No, either, sorry, Woody. So this would be on the idea that Merlin have done a 2 for the price of 1 style deal with Great Coasters International. And then that's the thing, it had to be a new theme. So what would you theme it around? Like, let me know in the comments what you would like to theme it around. But yeah, I think a G-side would just be a cool addition to the park. I mean, it's family orientated, but there's still a theme. and there's no like large elements in them, I guess. I mean, you can get like steep helixes and stuff. I just think, you know, when you're going through coasters that are possible for Chessington World of Adventure Resort, what are you going to put in the park now? And I think GCI Woody would be sick. However, what about extending Land of the Tigers and pushing out this like phenomenal stuff they've done right now? So, extension Land of the Tigers, I would put this, either get rid of glamping, because who camps at a bloody theme park? It's silly. Put it there, or I'm sure there's some more forest area around the back of Land of the Tigers to put this in. Now this would be a launch coaster, similar to Slinky Dog Dash at Toy Story Land. If you haven't seen it, I recommend go look at a POV of it. Go look at some off-ride stuff. I know Disney's theming is completely different to Merlin's, but the way they've done it and marketed it, it looks so cool, and I just want to get on it. And I mean, I'm a big Toy Story fan anyway, but can you just imagine that with like a tiger head, and then even though Land of the Tiger would only still have 2 rides in it, it'd just be the probably most impressive area in a UK theme park if that happened. 2022. Okay, so the year before they put a massive coaster in. So they won't have much money left. So what we're gonna do now? This I wasn't sure what to put in this, so I put sponsorship deal on Rattlesnake receives retheme. Rattlesnake, it doesn't look like they've done anything to it since 1998. I mean, the only theming in the queue line that works is the lights for the explosions for the TNT. It's just a bit boring. And like the models of people, sometimes they're scary how bad they are. I just see it and I'm like, whoa, get that out. So yeah, a retheme, I don't know who would sponsor it. That's the thing. Who's gonna, like Doritos, but surely that goes against some Merlin deal on food and stuff. But just please retheme it and just make it look decent again, because I wouldn't want to get rid of it. It's a gut puncher, but there's just something about it. And if they were going to replace it, what would they replace it with? I mean, they dug a ditch so they could build it, and they're not going to put anything in the ditch again, are they? And if they did, it'd have to go with the theme of Mexicana. But with this retheme, if it happened, let's put a new stage show on. Let's keep Gruffalo. And I know it'd be hard to put a show on with like Mexican music and dancing in the Gruffalo arena. However, it'd be cool. It'd be a more lively show in one sense. I feel like it'd be more age appropriate for everyone. Whereas I would go and see that. I wouldn't go and see the Gruffalo show. However, I would probably go and see a dance with Mexican music and dancing, because I love a little boogie. And with the new addition of the coaster, whatever it is, whether it would be a new land or Land of the Tigers, let's put a new hotel in on that side of the park, and a new car park, or at least tarmac over the grass car park they got there right now. Let's just push it. Let's push Chessington's level. Let's put a new hotel in. I mean, it's more money at the end of the day for the park in larger sums. 2023. So we've had 2 big years for the park with the new coaster and a hotel built. So we're going to keep it calm for 2023 and do some TLC, some total loving care for all attractions. And you know what it's like when you go into a park for the first time in February or March after close season, and you see that fresh paint, those new fences and that landscape, and you're just like, yeah, boy. We love it when our favourite attractions and rides get some loving care. But with this, I mean, the trains that are currently on Vampire in 2023 will be 21, 22 years old. So let's give Vampire the loving care it deserves, and put in some lap bar Vekoma trains similar to Flight of the Pterosaur, or I'll put Pterodactyl in there, at Paulton's Park. Feel more free, feel more like you're flying. 2024. Now this is where I was like, okay, Cam, we're probably going a bit too much out of Chessington's budget here. However, wouldn't it be sick if that new hotel had a water park? I mean, the only downside of this is money side, but then they get money from it. If they had a brand new coaster that was as impressive, or like if they marketed their new coaster well, I'm sure they'd be able to bring an audience in to stay at the hotel, and then building a water park on top of that, you're going to stay as well. If you go into a theme park that has maybe 5 coasters, wouldn't it? Like the only log flume left in England at a big theme park, a safari, then you're going to want to stay at the hotel with the slides and lazy river and wave pool. And then me just thinking outside the box, I thought of a slogan to market the water park. So 2024, so you could be like H2O, that's the 20 of 2024. Stay at the park 24 hours. Duh. I don't know, it's a bit silly, but I just thought it was quite cool. 2025 came, my mind went blank. I was like, what are they going to put in the park here? I mean, they could have had another basic year of just TLC, but I thought, what do I miss about Chessington from previous years? And I was like, right, get the bubble works out of your head, mate. And I thought, Peaking Heights. Now, I don't miss Peaking Heights. I just miss a big wheel. And I think if the park put one in now, with the imagine seeing Land of the Tigers from up high on a big wheel, that'd be crazy. You'd better see the tigers without looking through the big metal fencing, and you get to see the ride with its like brilliant landscaping. And then if it was built in Zufari, you'd get amazing views of the animals again, and you get the views of London, which you were able to see on Peaking Heights. So a big wheel in Zufari or near that area, because you could theme the carriages of the big wheel like the parachutes in the Egyptian themed place at Legoland. I'm not sure what it's called. It's probably something Forbidden something, or Lost Kingdom or something like that. Oh, Jurassic Park. But if they were themed like that, I mean, that would be great in Zufari. 2026 now. Another year for Land of the Dragons. My bad. Now this is like, so if you come in the entrance with the grass car park, this is the first thing you see in the park. Now 2026, Land of the Dragons will be 22 years old, I think. That's old, okay? And even now I'd say it needs some retheming, but then in that time, 2026, I think they should retheme it there, because if you can't see below, I would like them to put another coaster in. That would be similar to Octonauts coaster at Alton Towers, and it will be placed on the picnic area next to the teacups where we discussed earlier. So this coaster will be a mix between the Octonauts coaster and Dragon's Apprentice at Legoland Windsor. It will literally just go up and then do like a figure of 8 or something. But if it was themed with some rock work and something else to interact with the riders, I mean, how immersive will that area be with Dragon's Fury, and then of course the attractions inside of it, as well as the sandwich shop. And then you come out of there, and then you opened up into this new bit. As you come out, you'd be open to where the picnic area was. You'd have this teacups ride with this dragon looking over these cauldrons as they spin around, and you'd have another coaster there. Oh, imagine the roars from the coasters as well. I mean, it'd be great. And it's just pushing stuff that's already there. It's staying with the themes that Chessington like to do sometimes, but then adding new stuff to it. So we can stay in these themes. We don't have to retheme everything. We can build new stuff and stick to them, because thing about Land of the Dragons is it will always be relevant. Dragons will always be relevant and interesting to people. 2027. So let's put 2 new slides at the hotel water park. This is a slide at Alton Towers, I'm pretty sure. And I wanted it to be a rubber ring, rubber dinghy, whatever you want to call it, type of slide. And I saw this and I was like, yes, boys, let's put that in at Chessington. And then I thought, let's remove something from Chessington. Let's remove the Sea Lion show. I think I've seen it once, and it's just, I think it's quite sad, personally. I mean, I haven't been on a peak day in a year or so I haven't really seen how many people go and see it. But I just don't think it's the right place to have a Sea Lion show, Chessington. So I think they should remove it, and then if they want to keep the water and stuff there, put in right similar to Squid Surfer. I mean, personally, I think Squid Surfer is naff. I think it's pointless. However, if they put something in like that, it's a new attraction. It'll keep crowds down on other attractions during the day. If they don't want to do that, fill it in with tarmac. Put the picnic area in there. I know there's a picnic area on from it, nearer to the entrance of Wild Woods. However, a new picnic area there won't hurt, and it could even be marketed as a new seating area for the smokehouse grill. Or let's put in something again like creepy caves and just put it in there and be sick. Moving on into 2028, I'd like to see a retheme of Toon Blaster. I mean, the theming in it now, it either looks dated when you go on it or it doesn't look dated on it. It really depends. It's so on and off this attraction, but I think by 2028, the theming inside of it will be well out of date. So this needs a retheme. It literally could go back as Toon Blaster or the different name. It just needs, it would just need up-to-date theming. So, I mean, even some of the big structures like the snake and stuff could remain. But let's get some projection mapping in there. Let's get some smell pods in there and stuff, because it does smell pretty musky and dusty in there sometimes. And just redo the theme tune as well, and put some aircon in the queue line, because I remember last May and June I went to the park quite a lot, and I got stuck in that queue with a school, and it was probably one of the worst things I've ever been stuck in my whole entire life. It stank. And then you had the same do 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 do, and the squawks of the birds in the theme song is horrible, and all these kids shouting, grim. But yeah, retheme of Toon Blaster, new guns that don't squeak, or bring the technology in from Lego Ninjago and do some throwing things. I haven't been on that yet, so I don't know how it works. Well, I know it works, but I've never experienced it myself. But maybe that's a potential option. But yeah, Toon Blaster, I'd like to see it rethemed 2028. Maybe stay to the same theme, or maybe bring in an IP. We don't know. It's still a long time away, but there's potential there. And last but not least, 2029. I don't know. And I wanted you guys to tell me what you think should go into the park in this year. Let me know in the comments down below. A new land for Chessington Water Adventures, a new ride, a new coaster, a new dark ride, or maybe just a year of TLC for the park. Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at CuriousAboutCoasters. My name's Cameron, and thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.